Hey guys, Colton with Good Moral Tactical with you today. We're coming at you with a new PCC instead of the PSA V that we did a little bit ago. This is the CZ Scorpion 3. So this is the third generation of it. Has a lot of upgrades that the other ones didn't have. So we'll go into those features a little bit more and then just take it out there and see how this would do in different scenarios like you would have with a regular 9mm handgun, and then something that you would have doing rifle drills, and just see how this performs in those actions.
Alright guys, so we're just going to take a look at the controls that came on the Scorpion Gen 3. So this is the 3 Plus. From the rail portion of it, you can see it comes with a factory hand stop, and then it also has integrated gripping texture on the rail, which is really nice in combination with each other, being able to actually hold it. It has a much better folding stock. You'll also see it has the integrated iron sights with 3 different aperture rings on them for different range purposes. So you have one for a much tighter aperture for farther targets and a wider aperture for more close targets. You'll also have an ambidextrous safety selector switch, which is very similar to AR-15 controls. You have your charging handle. With the charging handle, it looks a lot like the MP5, which you can slap, so, you know, MP slaps pretty nice. And then you also have kind of like a AR-15 style to it, where unless you have the magazine on it, it'll just close itself. As soon as you insert the magazine and you pull the bolt back, the bolt will stay in place and will remain open, and then you'll see towards the bottom of the trigger well section, you can click this and it will go ahead and close that bolt for you. Overall, pretty nice looking. It has a much more stable stabilizer on it than what we saw with the PSA AKV. Lot easier to manipulate as well. Instead of having to lift up on it, you just click the button, goes directly to the side, good to go. But very good controls, very good ergonomics to the way that it's designed.
All right, guys, so that's our day with the CZ Scorpion Gen 3. I definitely had some thoughts compared to the last PCC that we have done on there. You know, it was more of an AK build, and this is definitely more AR control, which I'm very familiar with. So there were a lot of really cool things that I enjoyed. I was very used to having the charging handle there on the side and being able to kind of slap it whenever we needed to chamber it. Now, when it comes to the folding stock part of it, it's a lot better than what comes factory on the PSAs because it actually has the push button versus it being a push up to get it to unlock. So you're able to unlock it way easier whenever you're ready to collapse it. And we didn't have any issues with getting it to come out to actually have that longer reach. So that was really nice on it. The factory iron sights are pretty cool. It does have 3 different settings for the aperture here at the top, which we could tell when we started shooting longer that was a big difference. So you have a large, medium, and small aperture on the iron sights. And when we tried to go to the 20 yards and use the large aperture like what we were doing at 10 yards, we started fishing a lot of our shots higher because of that. We were able to hone it in with the smaller apertures on the iron sight, which really made a difference at that longer distance, which is what this is kind of built for, is being a bag gun to go at farther distances whenever you're in those kind of shooter situations. So this was really nice. I felt like the recoil was a lot better compared to what the PSA V had in its 9mm offering. A little bit lighter recoil, unless you didn't have the brace out. If you were doing it unshouldered, it had a lot of twists to it because of how light it is. So it's really nice whenever you're shouldering it and it has that lightweight, versus unshouldered, you have a lot more twists in the front, is what I kind of noticed. But I'll let you talk about it. It's your firearm. What do you think?
So I learned a lot. I purchased this as a bag gun, I guess you would say, something a mid-range, small, compact, lightweight. It accomplishes that. I did know that where you notice the weight penalty, or it being lightweight, is if you are shooting it with this, it does, like you said, it pulls up to the right for both of us very violently. So I learned this is an absolute necessity to deploy. The other thing, the aperture, it is customizable, but on the fly in a hurry, it's not ideal. I think a red dot or some type of optic on here would definitely optimize this to make it more appropriate for different ranges, not just close quarters. So overall, I really like it. Pretty user-friendly and easy to learn. There are some different things I'm going to go home and now that I've shot it and trying to learn some of the other things going on with it, but it's when I field strip it. But other than that, I'm pretty impressed. It's a nice gun.
All right, guys, well, we appreciate you tuning in with us and taking a look at the CZ Gen 3, and we hope you enjoyed the video.